Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Green Lanterns Podcast. I'm your host, as always, Will Smith of Sector 2814. And do you know what today is? January 28th is day one of screen testing / filming for HBO's upcoming series, Lanterns. Is this a scoop? Is this some hidden information? No, actually, recently there was an article from Collider where they interviewed Poorna Jagannathan and they asked her a couple questions about Lanterns. There's a video clip that you can find on their website, but it's blocked out here because I had an ad blocker on. It's 2025. Who doesn't equip an ad blocker on the internet? You know what I'm saying? But as you can see on the screen, we will go through the article itself. And then there's been a little bit of confusion over something that she said that people have kind of been twisting into like a negative when I don't think it should be. But you can see here on the screen, and if you're an audio-only listener, don't worry. I will read it out loud, but the article from Collider, published 1 day ago, comes from Chris McPherson. In it, it says, DC's upcoming series Lanterns is one of the most anticipated projects to come from the studio's new era, which says a lot when you consider the news we've had from Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, and the footage that we've seen from stunning Superman trailer. So naturally, when Collider's Steve Weintraub caught up with Poorna Jagannathan at Sundance, where the actress is promoting her Hulu series Deli Boys, the conversation took a quick detour to Lanterns, which is the HBO production from Lost and Watchmen creator Damon Lindelof, along with Tom King and showrunner Chris Mundy. It says, the series, part of DC Studios' Chapter 1 Gods and Monsters slate, will star Kyle Chandler as Hal Jordan and Aaron Pierre as John Stewart. Jagannathan will play a key supporting role alongside Garrett Dillahunt and Kelly MacDonald as the no-nonsense sheriff of the town that is suddenly awash with superpowered beings. Imagine the paperwork. Described as a detective story in the vein of True Detective, the show will follow the Green Lanterns as they investigate a dark, earthbound mystery that ties into a larger intergalactic stakes. And then here is the juicy bit. When asked about the project, Jagannathan didn't hold back. This is the first script that I've read that I understand why there's an NDA, she said. Everything is so insane. It is the best writing that I have ever read. Strong words for a series still in pre-production, but Jagannathan went on to explain how the script makes a traditionally dense genre feel accessible. I don't know anything about sci-fi, and I don't care, actually, she admitted. But this script makes sci-fi seem like my world. It makes it so accessible to me. I understand everything about this world, even though I don't understand this world. So it's the best sci-fi script that I've ever read. And as for when production gets underway, she reveals we start Tuesday. We start camera testing Tuesday, which will be when this video drops, even though I recorded on Monday. Just a little pre-planning. Now, a lot of the comments on Reddit have been like, never seen a sci-fi script before. This is the best sci-fi script I've ever read. And it's like, why wouldn't you say that? Also, why wouldn't you say something nice about a show that you're promoting because you're going to be on it? You know, show me the actor who's ever said a bad thing about the script ever. For me, I understand all of those takes. I understand where those comments come from and those feelings. You know, you don't want to have the wool pulled over your head. You don't want to be surprised, and you'd be really shocked if somebody said something bad about the script. But for me, it comes down to, like, what is the context of what she's saying here? What is the meaning of what she's sharing? It sounds like she is somebody who is not at all interested in sci-fi. Just like you might not be interested in something like anime. That might not be your thing. But imagine you're an actor and you get a script that comes across your plate and it's for a voice acting role in an anime. Even though you have no interest in anime whatsoever, you read the words and you're so impressed by what you're reading and you feel like you understand it completely that it no longer matters that this is an anime to you. That's what she's saying here about sci-fi. She doesn't care about sci-fi at all. That's not her thing. But this script is so good and makes it so accessible to her that it's the best sci-fi script she's ever read. Also, she's a really famous actress. If you think she hasn't had sci-fi scripts come across her desk or sci-fi snippets for things that people want her to audition for, that's also a pretty wild take. I'm sure she's seen plenty. Now, obviously I'm deep into the Green Lantern fandom myself, but I understand that it's also fairly niche. It's not the biggest superhero. Green Lantern Corps isn't the biggest superhero group in terms of popularity. There's a list of characters and heroes and villains that you get to before you get to like the Green Lanterns. For most people, I understand. I love it. If you're here watching this, it's probably because you love it too. But something I've always been worried about is that the show won't have quite the appeal for a general audience of people, that we don't get a second season or a spin-off, or we don't get to see these characters revisited again. And obviously the last live action film didn't leave a great taste in everybody's mouth. So if we went from that to something that nobody's tuning into, it's a big concern as a Green Lantern fan that it might kill content going forward. If what she's saying is true, then it sounds like this show might have that potential to reach out to audiences who might not quite be interested in superheroes or in sci-fi. If the first couple episodes drop and the script is really that solid, the writing is that good, and the acting is great, it may reach a much wider audience than we were anticipating. And then we might get to see our favorite lanterns and villains that go against the Lantern Corps in more things. And that's my hope. So I leave this video very, very excited. Also, again, this is going to drop on Tuesday, probably Tuesday morning. And it's been so long since we've had something. It's been so far off in the distance for so long. Like all the news we've gotten, like we knew Lindelof was tied to the project a year before James Gunn publicly confirmed it. Like we've had snippets of information come out, leaked, and turns out that they were true. A lot of them actually. And to go from all that information from so long ago, and again, I know they're filming now, which means they still have all of that to go through, and then post-production and all that before it actually airs. And it's probably not coming out until mid next year, maybe late next year. But this is just such an exciting time if you are in the Green Lantern fandom, to be able to kick off the DCU with the Supermans, Supergirls, Creature Commandos, and like Lanterns is right at the forefront of all this. It just feels like they're taking this very seriously. Like I said, I've got a lot of hope. I'm very, very excited. I hope you guys are too. Let me know in the comments whether you're excited for this. Are you worried? Is there some things you're nervous about? I know some of the character or actor ages have bothered some folks online. It's really not something that bothers me. I think if you're a good writer and there are good actors involved, I think that you can tell a great Hal Jordan story, even if he's an older Hal Jordan. Like I said, I'm excited. I got like goosebumps, man. Like we're here. It's here. Hopefully like the next step is, now that we know they're doing screen testing and there's gonna be leaked photos from set. Like that's the next probably most exciting thing. Or maybe they'll start announcing some more of the cast. I'm just so stoked. I really hope that we get some set photos fairly soon. Oh man, I really need to see these costumes. I hope they're not like the JLI Maxwell Lord, like what Guy Gardner has in the Superman movie. I really want these lanterns to have their own look. Yeah, I'm ready to kick this off. We're in the brightest day phase of all this right now. Let's go. As far as future content on the channel, I do have the Green Lantern Fractured Spectrum #1 review coming out here soon. I'm also dropping a video this week on the new Guy Gardner action figure from McFarlane. And on Wednesday, tune into my brother Lanterns Live, where we'll be covering, he and I, on his channel, will cover Green Lantern 19. It'll drop. I'll read it like 74 times, and then we'll be good to go to talk about it live on Wednesday. I think it's Wednesday. It might be Thursday. I get the days confused. Either way, I'll tweet it out. I'll blue sky it out. I don't know what you call it on Blue Sky yet. Yeah, drop a like. Leave a comment. Subscribe if you're feeling like it. Or don't if you don't want to. Either way, I appreciate you being here. Can't wait to see you guys on the next one. Can't wait to see the first set photos from Lanterns. Hope you guys are excited. You let me know. Peace.